So Wemmbu recently uploaded the next episode of the unstable SMP Civil War, and what happened in that episode is genuinely crazy, with Wemmbu potentially dying by the end of it. Here's a quick recap of everything that went down. Wemmbu just uploaded the next episode of the unstable SMP Civil War, and here's what happened. The video starts with Arachnid telling Wemmbu that they will betray Cindercrest. He then sends Wemmbu to Steampunk City to attack Shubili as a warning to Cindercrest. After accidentally killing some of Cindercrest's soldiers, Arachnid gets mad at Wemmbu due to this attack having that much damage. Wemmbu then spends some time with Eggchan before he gets TP'd back into his secluded prison. Youngie then warns Wemmbu that Flame Frags and Cindercrest are close to their base, and that they want revenge for what happened at Steampunk City. The conflict escalates with Wemmbu and Flame Frags starting a fight. The fight goes on for a long time, with Wemmbu almost managing to kill Flame Frags with the help of Jaden Man. And after a while, Youngie urges everyone to stop fighting and to try going back to being allies, because the war against Parrot is very close. Arachnid and Saporata then make peace and create a plan to invade Parrot's kingdom. Arachnid then tells Wemmbu that they will not be teaming with Saporata, and that he wants Wemmbu to start killing everyone once the war starts. Saporata then meets with Parrot, and by the looks of it, Cindercrest took Reina hostage, so they do an exchange where Lettuce K joins Cindercrest, and Reina can go back to Parrot. After this exchange, Saporata urges everyone in Parrot's kingdom to join his army, which then gets interrupted by Parrot asking Saporata to finally surrender, which is the exact time Wemmbu decided to drop his orbital cannons, killing hundreds of players instantly and kickstarting the final stages of this war inside Capital City. Wemmbu then continues to fly around, macing and orbital striking both Parrot's and Cindercrest's army, continuously killing hundreds of players. And by the end of it, Parrot and his closest team have fully fled, while Cindercrest and what remains of it take Capital City. Wemmbu then flies back to Arachnid, asking him to finally release Eggchan due to him completing what Arachnid wanted. Arachnid then takes Wemmbu up a cave, promising to fulfill his promise, but then he pulls a trap, removing the ground below Wemmbu, which then makes him fall hundreds of blocks right as the video ends, which means that Arachnid officially betrayed Wemmbu after the Civil War. Now, the main question here is what exactly happened to Wemmbu after he fell? As we saw, Arachnid lured Wemmbu very high in the caves, probably right above the Spiderweb faction. He then says good luck to Wemmbu as the ground below Wemmbu disappears. And if you slow it down and go frame by frame, it really looks like Wemmbu was put in a free fall back into the Spiderweb faction. And as you know, the faction is huge, so the fall is easily multiple hundreds of blocks, which would lead Wemmbu to his death. But as we can see, Wemmbu actually snuck in a totem of undying with him, so this fall would not actually kill him. Now, I genuinely couldn't tell you exactly why Arachnid would do this, you know, luring Wemmbu up in a cave and then just dropping him to his death. But there's one very important thing that I think matters a lot. Earlier in the episode, Arachnid told Wemmbu something very important. He said this:
"All throughout the city, I rigged TNT without anyone knowing. At a moment's notice, I can detonate the entire cave kingdom."
Okay, why would you want that? That seems just like a really bad idea. So are we just like standing on TNT right now?
Yes.
Oh, I don't like being in here with pressure plates.
Don't worry, it's so secure that there's no chance of it going off by accident.
Why would we need to do this?
But if Cindercrest gets past our defenses, I'd rather the city be rubble than they have it.
Where did you even get all this TNT from?
However, there's one place missing TNT. And that place is Con Master's house.
Okay, so I think I see where this is going. Is this gonna be another loyalty test?
Yeah.
Now, this is a big curveball because there could be a lot of potential things that could happen. Firstly, I think it's obvious that Arachnid is dropping Wemmbu back into the Spiderweb faction. And it's also obvious that Wemmbu will survive the initial fall, which makes the clip I just showed very relevant. What if Arachnid plans to detonate all of that TNT right after dropping Wemmbu? What if he's for some reason planning on destroying the entire Web faction for whatever reason? Because if he does do that, Wembu's totem is not gonna actually save him from thousands of potential TNT getting detonated, meaning that there still is a chance that he could die. But will that actually happen? You know, I don't think so. There's too many ways for Wemmbu to survive the potential TNT Arachnid could unleash on the whole faction, which also means that Arachnid does not want to release Eggchan because he's probably too much leverage against Wemmbu. But again, him destroying the whole faction would put him in a very weird spot. Maybe he's down to do it because Parrot's kingdom and Cindercrest know where it's at, so maybe he wants to build something new. You know, the story could go a lot of ways here, so yeah, tell me what you think.